The gunfire tore through the canyon before Jasper Cade even saw the smoke. Blood spread around the overturned stagecoach. The horses were gone. The driver lay sprawled, lifeless in the dust. The mail-order bride meant to arrive on that coach was gone, replaced by chaos and the sharp crack of rifles from the hills above. Jasper crouched low, scanning the ground for tracks. Henry pressed the rifle tighter against his shoulder, senses taut. Hooves had churned the earth into chaos, and the prints were fresh. Gunfire cracked again, closer this time, urgent and desperate. He crested the ridge and froze. Below, the woman, his bride-to-be, though he didn't yet know her name, had taken cover behind a jagged boulder. Her white wedding dress was torn, marred by blood at the shoulder. Kneeling, she fired with practiced precision. 4 mounted bandits circled, looking for an opening. 2 lay lifeless on the grass. She was magnificent, terrifying in her composure. Jasper went down on one knee and fired. The nearest rider jerked and toppled, hitting the ground hard. Her head snapped toward him in shock, eyes wide for half a heartbeat before she returned to her deadly rhythm. They fought together, wordless. Jasper's rifle cracked again. The bandits scattered. Her revolver barked in sharp, controlled rhythm. One man screamed, clutching his arm as his horse spun. Another shouted incoherently, spurring toward the canyon's mouth. Then silence. The sudden quiet pressed on Jasper. He descended carefully, rifle raised. The woman pressed against the rocks, revolver tracking him. Her dress hung in tatters, blood dark along her ribs. Loose strands of hair framed a striking, unyielding face. She wouldn't surrender easily, if at all. Evangeline Marlowe, he called, voice carrying across the canyon. Her gun hand stayed steady, aimed squarely at his chest. How did you find me? She asked, voice cold, wary. I'm Jasper Cade. You were supposed to marry me today. A flicker passed through her eyes, fear, relief, he couldn't tell. Her knees buckled. Jasper lunged, catching her before she hit the rocks. Her revolver clattered. Up close, he saw the bullet graze her ribs, blood soaking through silk. They'll come back, she whispered, gripping his shirt with surprising strength. They always come back. Her eyes rolled back, and she went limp, leaving him holding a woman who fought like a demon and carried scars from a life of violence. Jasper carried her into a hidden cave network a mile north. Its entrance, narrow and veiled behind scrub oak, swallowed sound and sight alike. He laid her on a bedroll, quickly removing the torn silk to examine the wound. A clean bullet grazed through the ribs, no lead left behind. Lucky. She woke when he poured whiskey on the cut. Her hand shot up, locking around his wrist. Eyes sharp, calculating, assessing distance. Threat, escape, instinct. The revolver was gone, but her body hadn't caught up. Easy, Jasper said. I'm helping. You passed out. We're in Devil's Creek Caves. She grimaced but relaxed slightly as he finished the bandage. Outside, the sun dropped behind canyon walls, casting long red shadows. They'll come back, she said. I know. Then you should leave me, he said. She shook her head. You don't know what you're saying. I know you shoot better than most men I've ridden with. I know those bandits wanted you alive. And I know you're running from something. She fell silent, darkness creeping into the cave. Finally, she spoke. Men from my past. They want something they think I have. Do you? No. They believe you do, she admitted. Jasper handed her a canteen. She drank, watching him over the rim. Why did you answer my advertisement? He asked. Same reason you placed it. Fresh start. New name. Distance from what came before. And why does a man need a mail-order bride bad enough to pay passage from St. Louis? My nephew, he said quietly, orphaned, 9 years old. Without a wife, I lose the land. Without the land, I lose him. She studied him as the sun sank lower. You're offering that to a woman who brought killers to your doorstep. Planning to bring more. They might already be here. As if summoned, distant horses whinnied, and boots clattered across stone. Jasper moved to the cave mouth, rifle ready. She struggled to stand, but he passed her the revolver without looking back. If we survive this, she whispered, I'll marry you. Legal and binding. Good. We'll need that, he said. The footsteps approached. Voices now, spreading through the canyon. Jasper and Eva moved to higher ground, emerging onto a narrow ledge above the bandits. One man stuffed dried grass into the cave while another struck flint. Smoke curled upward. Jasper fired first. The torchbearer collapsed. Eva fired twice, dropping another man. Chaos erupted below. Trapped in crossfire, the bandits had nowhere to hide. One fell, clutching his shoulder. Pull back, someone shouted. Eva's hands shook at the sound. Rafe, she muttered. Her father's right-hand man, her former fiancé, now vengeful outlaw. Jasper's bullet kicked up dust at Rafe's feet. The outlaw leaped onto his horse, spurring south. The rest scattered, leaving one dead and another wounded. We need to move, Jasper said. They'll regroup. Eva nodded, following him to the hidden horses. They rode hard, 3 miles separating them from Devil's Creek. Who's Rafe? Jasper asked. My father's right hand. Luther Marlowe. The one who robbed the Denver Mint? Yes. Eva's story unfolded in fragments. Her father, a notorious outlaw, had hidden gold before dying 6 months prior. Rafe, her former fiancé, had killed a family in a robbery. She had escaped, changed her name, severed all ties. But Rafe believed she knew the gold's location. She didn't. She destroyed the only letter her father left her. The ranch appeared, small and isolated against the endless grassland. A boy stood on the porch, holding a rifle almost as big as he was. Kit. Seeing Eva in her bloody dress, he bolted for the barn. Jasper steadied Eva as she slid from the saddle. He's been alone too long. Doesn't trust easy. Smart boy, she said quietly. Inside, the house was plain, 1 large room, 2 small bedrooms, clean but sparse. Jasper brought water and cloths, tending Eva's wound with practiced hands. You've done this before, she said. Cavalry scout, he replied. Seen my share of wounds. Yours, too, she said, nodding to his scarred hands. My father believed I should survive, she said quietly. He trained me to fight, to be dangerous. He also killed innocent people for money. Evening passed with chores. She fed chickens, drew water, carried feed buckets. Kit stayed hidden, wary. After supper, he snuck in, studied her, then retreated. That night, Eva heard his sobs, faint and broken. She sat with her back against the wood, whispering stories of fear and survival. Slowly, Kit opened the door, tear-streaked. They're learning to protect, she told him. Even when scared, we fight together. By dawn, Eva had made her choice. She would stay, protect what Jasper had built, protect Kit. 3 days later, they were married. The land office clerk barely looked up as papers were signed. Legally bound, strangers yet partners in survival. Eva threw herself into work. Fences repaired, horses trained, wood split, the ranch transformed under her hands. Kit warmed slowly, learning letters from her patient guidance. Evenings, he sat beside her, sounding out words from his mother's old primer. 3 days after the wedding, Jasper found her behind the barn at sunset, throwing knives with mechanical precision. Good lessons for the wrong reasons, she said quietly. Night fell. They shared stories by the porch. Her scars, his scars, violence neither asked for, now bridged by understanding. Then word came. A stranger, rough-dressed, asked about Eva in town. Rafe had placed a bounty. They had days, maybe less. Kit appeared, fearful. Eva knelt, taking his hands. We're ready this time. Together. Preparations began. Escape routes marked, ammunition positioned, defensive lines strengthened. Eva revealed the half-burned letter from her father, a riddle pointing to hidden gold. Rafe didn't believe it was destroyed. Dawn approached. Campfires dotted the ridge. Rafe's army prepared for siege. Jasper woke Kit before daybreak, sending him to safety. Eva stayed, steady despite the fear tearing inside. Together, Jasper and Eva reinforced the ranch, trained, planned. Shadows approached. Gunfire erupted. Smoke curled. Shouts rang. They answered with precision. Every shot calculated. Every movement coordinated. Bandits fell. Those who survived retreated, nursing wounds, wary of the deadly duo defending their home. Kit returned, safer but wiser. The siege had tested them all. But Jasper and Eva, bound by necessity, skill, and a tentative trust, faced the horizon together. They had survived. They had found each other. And in the blood-soaked, dust-choked landscape of the frontier, a new family began to grow, ready for whatever came next.